Hello, myself Mahuya Roy. I am the lecturer of SRST College, and today my topic is the form follow the function and the Seagram building, examples of the international style of architecture, and subject is contemporary of architecture, module 5. What is a form follow and function? These principles associated with late 19th and early 20th century architecture and industrial design in general, and it means the shape of a building or object should preliminarily relate to its intended function or the purposes. The key concept, the phrase form follow the function was coined by first the architect Henry Louis Sullivan in 1896. The essay is the tall office building artistically considered. The statement refers to the idea that a skyscraper of exterior design should reflect the different interior function. The Wainwright building in St. Louis, Missouri, and the Prudential building of the Buffalo, New York are two examples of this skyscraper whose form follow their function. This is very important word, and it is this style is follow up the entire of the United States and the other Europe content, and it is much functional form. Nowadays in 21st century we are followed by this concept form follow the function in a building. My next slide, I am going to discuss about the Seagram building, which is the most important work of Mies van der Rohe, and it is situated in America or USA, and collaborated with another architect Philip Johnson's. Engineer is Savard Associate. It is built 1954 to 1958. It is the most important skyscraper building, and that face and height 157 meter, 39 number of floor, location New York, United States. Seagram building is a modern office tower or a building. It is designed by the famed German architect Mies van der Rohe in collaboration with the Philip Johnson. This office is a skyscraper building in New York, 1958. Many ways the culminations of the purification process of the expression, and building also called the expressionism, and refer the expressionism without any compromise in the ornamental for the high-rise building that Mies had started earlier in the decade with the Lakeshore Drive apartment, and had the continue with other example in Chicago. As the Paso Commonwealth Department and expanded, it is signed his rationalism entirely and exercised the architectural elegance that used a few element measure result in one of the most beautiful jewel of the 20th century architecture. Seagram building, and officially, non-officially, we consider as a modern design, and it is a modern office tower famed by the German architect and collaboration with Philip Johnson, built 1958. Many ways it is we process the very experiment and started earlier. The concept is symbol of contemporary industrial world, illustrate the architect motto less is more, showing that the simple building can be just as surprising and that a building with more composite design. The Seagram building is refined synthesis of the rationalist architecture which Mies had formed an international style that was beginning to dawn the architecture 1950 since 1950 and contribution of the Chicago school. It is also called a modular design of a building. The most important thing is spaces. Mies designed his building to the manner of the ancient column with base, shaft and the capitol. Indeed, the basement put the symptom of the marble plaza, and with the fountain, dry fountain, houses and lobby. However, the ground and the ground floor is declared and the building supposed on the piles, the shaft remained undifferentiated for the succession of this office floor, which end the triple lobby height, with containing strictly the volume of the tower, is expressed plastically as the pinnacle of the whole. Then my next topic is the structure, how it is built. The entire building look like a rectangular shape and it is supported on the piers or the pile. The floor of the Seagram as a lakeshore drive apartment, like a lakeshore drive apartment, is a rectangle 5 into 3 square structural module, but the elevation of the building achieves its expressive perfection, simulating the column with the 3 constituent part of the classic. Now, discuss about the facade or the front portions or the elevation of the building. His typology shows that clearly the structure in front meeting both an ornamental role consisting of the steel beams and column of bronze that would without a structural role fit perfectly the large window and are the most visible epidermis of this work. As a building for the offices and not leisure activities, its facade is very simple, which betrays the time to observe the functional characteristics of the building. The ornamentation of the structure grown by the facilities of the steel beams and the column of bronze, although the column were to be built of the steel, but because of the complaint of the company by rescue the economic decided to make the bronze. Due to the fire law in force 1954, the time of concrete construction was used as a structural material, both outside and inside. Part of the expressive minimalized Mies van der Rohe in this work reaches its maximum level of refinement. The mullions of cotton wool, which are special a double profile, have been added at the both ends of the outer wing, each outgoing to generate the subtle emphasis of the shape. The total building considered like a Chicago window, which is fully steel and glass frame, and somehow it's openable, somehow in floor is not openable. But still now Seagram building is the outstanding examples of the monolithic structure at that time, and it is considered as a reference of the form follow the function is the best examples of the Mies van der Rohe. Thank you.